All right. Hey guys,
Hey,
how you doing out
Forrest,
there today? All right.
how
Tom,
you
how you
doing?
doing?
Are you well?
I'm not, but I'm getting better. And I'll tell you one thing I'm using to get better is my Revive Move Plus. So it's
What's
been
happened?
it's been super helpful. I've injured my lower back. I came back to training a little bit too heavy after a holiday and a lot of time in the car, and I've injured my lower back where I couldn't even move for the first day. But using the Revive Light, I'm up and around now, trying to do a little bit of motion is lotion, as they say. So getting up and down the stairs a little bit, just trying to get the joints and muscles moving. Per our scientific advisory board input from Marco.
Excellent.
So but I've actually got it on now. It's been super helpful in reducing the pain and let me start to get back into a movement that's going to kind of get me through this. So
Awesome.
good to have.
Good to have you. Good to have you back and in action as well. So, hey to the Revive community as well, the Facebook Live, and this will be later on YouTube and Instagram as well. So, hey to all of you guys. This
There we go.
doing really well. So obviously the goal of today's call is to, for myself and Forrest, a couple of the co-founders, is just talk directly with you, update you from the horse's mouth, so to speak, but in a live, and also answer any questions you have towards the end about the latest news, what Indiegogo's pulled us campaign page down, and just talk about why that's happened, what's going on, a bit behind the scenes of it, and also just talk to you about the shipping. So, but I'm just going to start with the shipping really quickly because that's what everyone's keen on. The devices have left China. We have already sent 500 units out, as you've seen on the emails, and they are looking fantastic. That's absolutely beautiful, high quality boxes, high quality products, absolutely gorgeous, and they work and they're wonderful. And you're seeing people reporting back in Facebook. We have another 2,500 shipping next week and from the factory, and that is all looking positive. So please don't be concerned that this impact is stopping you from getting your devices. We promise you the devices, we promise you the highest quality devices we can give, and that's what you're getting. It's world class what we're producing. So on that note, Forrest, perhaps we could just mention a little bit about what's happened with Indiegogo and the trademark situation, and you could just tell us a little bit about what's happened there.
Sure. So we were notified actually as the page was pulled down. There was a letter filed, a trademark infringement letter filed with Indiegogo's legal department from a separate company. Nothing to do with the product, nothing to do with the anything to do with the campaign. And we're working right now with Indiegogo's legal department to be able to address this and move forward and get the page back up as quickly as possible. But that's simply the page and new orders being taken down. If you have anyone who would like to place a new order, they can right now go to revivelight.com and still place those orders as pre-orders. But although we're shipping now, we're planning to continue shipping through the end of September. I believe our next 2,500 pieces are set to leave from a shipping standpoint early next week. Late next week or the weekend. There are some updates from Shenzhen right now. Shenzhen is the South China City where our assembly factory is located. And right now, we've had word over the past 2 days that Shenzhen is having another COVID lockdown. We don't know how that's going to impact this last round of shipping. We don't anticipate that it's going to be a very large impact for that, but we will keep you posted on those. So it could be pushed back to about 10 days from now, I think is probably the latest we would expect for these to start shipping.
Right. So quick question, Forrest, on the product. You mentioned that this trademark is nothing to do with the product, it's to do with the name. Can you just tell us what's our product focused on, and what is their product focused on? What do you mean by the differentiation?
Sure. So the company that's filed the infringement letter makes skin devices that are LED based devices, not laser devices. So there's a technology differentiation as well. But they treat skin care for aging and make panels to be able to do that. So this isn't really a similar product, but one of the things that they've accused in this infringement letter that they filed with Indiegogo is that there's going to be confusion, mistakenness, or deception around people being unable to tell these products apart. And so one of the things that we'd like to do to make sure that everybody in our community is receiving the product that they are here to receive and has done their research properly, is we'd like to send you guys out a survey, if you don't mind filling out, if you felt like you were buying a product from another company, if this was something that was a mistake or that was a confusion. It would be extremely difficult to confuse these products based on their appearance, their function, everything. But just to be able to be sure, if there is any confusion about this, we'd like to be able to take care of it. And we'll send you out a survey asking whether or not you have had any confusion or mistakenness about this product relative to the company that's filed with this infringement documentation.
So just to confirm that, after this call, we'll send out into the Facebook group a poll, a survey to say, did they buy our product thinking they were buying one from this other company, or did they buy our product knowing that what they were buying it for was for joint pain and knee pain? Is that?
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. So
again, we're not here to push, to deceive people into any type of product. We're here to solve pain and inflammation. We've gone through our core mission statement a number of times on here, but just to kind of put it out there again, yes. Our core mission statement is to help as substantially improve the quality of life the largest number of people we can. So helping people get out of pain and inflammation is a huge way of doing that. We haven't felt that skincare is, and I know that it may have an impact on mental health or mental wellness, but I think our commitment from helping to solve pain and inflammation, what we've seen even with our beta users and with the first tens of people who have been sending in feedback from being able to use the device that we've created, it's making a change in what they can do on a daily basis, and their quality of life is going to improve because of that. And that goes back directly to our mission statement and our values at Revive. So that's I think kind of where we stand on the trademark issue. Again, we're working, and we'd like to have it up, our Indiegogo page up again by roughly the middle of next week. But we're working with Indiegogo very closely and have been in contact with them multiple times a day about this issue. And we will keep you posted as our site on our page on Indiegogo comes back up and goes live. Yeah.
So a quick question on that, Forrest, is obviously if they're challenging us on the name, and Indiegogo have got this issue with the name, but obviously, we're working closely with Indiegogo. We've been working with them for over a year now to do this. So we have got a fantastic relationship with them. We've had a great campaign, and our community has been so supportive all the way through this, helping us choose different names, colors, all sorts of things. So what are the next steps in terms of how do we bring that back on, and what do we need to change in order to make that viable?
So one of the things that we're looking at changing is, and one of the solutions that we've offered is in response to the idea that there would be confusion between us and another company. And if there is any level of confusion possible, we want to get out of that window. We have a very differentiated product. We have a product where we feel that if we were confused with these competitive products, that it would be damaging for our company and our reputation. And so we'd like to be able to make sure that we are completely differentiated with their products, their company names, and any trademarks they have. So what we're doing, one solution that we have offered for the bringing the page back online is changing our branding. So completely changing our branding, which we would then go forward with a new company name. The Move Plus would still be the Move Plus, but we've offered a solution which would allow us to get that page back online quickly and use a new brand name for it. And so the next time you guys see us on the Facebook Live or the Instagram Live or any of our live chats here, it may be under a different brand. And we'd like to be able to poll you about that as well, and get your feedback and support in for the names that we are offering to be able to transition to.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. And I mean, just to repeat again, we have chosen, the product is still shipping, and we will be shipping as per the best schedule that we can do, given everything that's going on around the world, and that challenge for people. We wish everybody in China that's going through the COVID situation in Shenzhen. We wish them all safety, of course, their families. But we're in constant contact with our shipping partner and everybody to ensure that and the factory to ensure that happens. We want this product with you, our community, as much as you want it with you. And what we would ask at this time is that we ask for your support. We've had loads of messages from people saying how much, just look, thanks for the email and update. Product is better, but thanks for the email and update.
Excellent. And if you guys have any questions about it, please feel free to shoot them through. We're very open to your input. Again, we've taken on as much as we can of your input. We actually have new design input coming in from our community as they're receiving these products. So as you do, please feel free to send us through thoughts and notes and questions if you have any about this, because it's a bit of a confusing thing to see the page go down. So we understood and wanted to be able to have some level of clarity as to what was happening. So we'll always be here if you guys want to reach out with any questions or anxiety or concerns about what's going on. We'll be here to answer that.
Yeah, and maybe we encourage people, if you're in the Facebook group, please drop the questions into the Facebook group, and that can be answered in the group, so everyone can learn from that. Because we do get similar questions, and so we'll start to feed that back through the group. A quick question that's just come in, Forrest, is: will you need to change the product because of that trademark issue? Which is a great question, but I think this is exactly why we're disappointed with the company that's challenged us on this, and they're probably watching this Facebook Live and all the rest of it now in our Facebook group, as they seem to be everywhere. But maybe you could just answer that.
Yeah, as part of our differentiation and move and transition into a new brand, we would update our product. So the product itself and the functionality wouldn't change, but the markings and the printing on the box and some of the internal printing would be updated. Yeah.
So everywhere it says Revive would be updated. But just to clarify, and unfortunately I can't see the name of that, maybe talk and let us know the person's name who's asked that question. But to clarify, our product uses lasers and LEDs, and it's for joint pain, it's for reducing inflammation. The other product company only uses LEDs, and it's only for skin treatment, predominantly for the face. And these don't get used for the face. I mean, you can use it on your jaw if you've got pain there, like Forrest did when he had some dentistry work done. But otherwise, it's mainly for elbows and knees and shoulders. So our product does literally nothing, no competition whatsoever with the other company. But great question. Thanks for asking. Is there any other questions that we might have? Oh, that was Roman. Roman. Thank you, Roman. You're welcome. Not sure, Tor, if there's any other questions, and if not, we'll get some more questions. I'm sure if you're watching the replay of this, by all means, drop questions below this video chat in Facebook or anywhere you see it. Ask the questions. Our team will answer those systematically. We ask for a bit of patience right now for the support team, because obviously we're juggling this as well. And our main time and focus is on getting the product to you, as opposed to trying to deal with changing a company name, because it doesn't help you that. But we want to get it right. So, okay, great. Anything else you think, Forrest, that's important now? I think we've done what we need to.
Main things are the possible brand change. So if you see us next week as a different brand, we're not going to change much aside from that on the product. Just a couple of printing things, and we will be shipping. So you'll see updates on the rest of this 2,500 pieces that'll be shipping out of our factory sometime soon, in the next 7 to 10 days. We estimate. We do have a question: do you need to change the name of the product on the product before you ship again? We don't need to, but if we're going to make this transition into a differentiated brand, we will, over the next month or so, start shipping product with the new brand, if this ends up being a solution that we believe it will be.
But just to clarify on that, the 2,500 next week will ship as they are. There's no changes needed for that. So anybody that's made an order and their product is lined up to be shipped, it will be shipped. Next week, COVID and wars dependent. Yeah. Thank you. Good question. Not sure who that was again, unfortunately, but thank you for that. Okay, great. I think that's it, mate. I don't think there's any more questions.
If there are questions, please drop them back into the Facebook group, and we'll get to them. And we're
Roman again.
Oh, Roman's back in. All right, we'll get to them, and we're happy to answer all questions. Again, we understand why this would increase anxiety or concern about the product and the shipments, and so just want to come on here and address it directly. And if there's anything else that is bringing up anxiety or concern, we're happy to address that as well. So reach out anytime.
Great. Awesome. Forrest, look after your back, mate. Get those. I wish Marco dropped in here because I'd give him some hassle to get you on some more exercises.
Oh, he'd give me a whooping to do that. That's
get that
Marco
better, mate. Get recovery.
All right. Thanks, guys.
We appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.
Cheers.